She was the most promising and most terrible of the Order, all rolled into one. Brilliant, beautiful, and deadly. Was it any surprise that she left the Order ages ago, escaping through the rifts to forge her own kingdom in the dead world beyond? Now she's bound the numberless horde to her will, and returns to teach the Order harsh lessons in humility and subservience. But she's in for a surprise. I'm reasonably sure my apprentice is unteachable.
There is an easier path for us both. Why will you not open your mind to me?
Well, to start with, you're really arrogant and you talk like a history book.
Impossible, child. Your will is strong, but I will break you.
I should have guessed you were ex-Order. You sound just like the old man, only femaler. Maybe cuter.
You are the last of the Order now.
Hello viewers, this is Clockworks, and after that overly long intro, I welcome you to another Orcs Must Die. This is map number 19, also known as Rebirth. This is not my first time playing this map because it did give me a little bit of trouble, and it took me a while to find well, what I think is probably the best strategy, but I'm sure there's much better ways out there to do it. Now, quickly getting into things. I want to go ahead and just manually guard this northern door. I'm going to call it the northern door because it's north facing from the rift. There are 3 doors on this map, and they do come from all 3 at one point, so you've got to pretty much have traps on the left and the right that are self-sufficient, almost. Which is exactly what I'm going to do, although it will take a while. In hindsight, I do choose the wrong weaver for this one. I'm not too sure why. I chose the knowledge weaver. In fact, the steel weaver would be more appropriate for this one, but just do whatever you choose you think would be best if you're going to do this strategy as well. You have to be careful. There's a lot of shamans on this, and if you leave them alone, then they'll just keep reviving. It's really annoying. As you can see here, I was just trying to determine which weaver to go with. The steel one would have been more appropriate because it would have been better in the long run. But knowledge weaver still works out quite well. You don't really need much on the left and the right, like these little underpasses as I'm going to call them, but all you need is that up there and then just put like a bunch of archers, which you're going to see me do. And it should be able to hold its own. Only the ogres and the null hunters will be able to get through. Now make sure you put the archers at the topmost level here, because that way, even if they kill everything in front of them, if there's something coming from, say, the northern pathway here, they would be able to turn around and shoot them as well, so it all works out quite well. Now, one important thing on this map is to use those. They regenerate quite quickly and they're very effective. I'm not really sure what to call them, the boiling oil pots, I guess I'll call them. Here we are on wave 5, just repeat the process. Defend the door yourself. Stop any of those annoying novel hunters from getting through.
This will help.
Now as we move on to wave 8, I believe, they'll start coming from both doors. Just go over here, drop that, and defend this one more because you have a bunch of archers on the left hand side, which pretty much take care of the enemies by themselves.
fight well, War Mage.
I've said before in previous videos that I don't really like spamming archers, but in this map I can't really see any other choice at the moment, because there's no way you can just trap up the area and expect the trap to deal with all 3 doors simultaneously. It's just not going to happen. There's just too many. As you can see at the moment, I don't need to even worry about the left and the right, because if there's no null hunters, kobolds, no, in fact, if there's no null hunters or ogres, then they're not going to get past the archers. So. As you can see, I have time to build here because the enemies aren't really a problem. Apart from these little buggers who keep reviving. Now what I'm going to do here is make the northern door completely self-sufficient, e.g. trap-wise, and nothing's going to get through. Well, after this next wave, nothing will. Now for this wave, you want to go ahead and help your archers, because there's a shit ton of crossbow walls and you don't want to take any casualties. Personally, I don't know about you guys, but I hate it when my archers die. There we go, nothing's getting through there. And just to make sure, I'm going to place some archers here as well. Basically, we've completely surrounded the rift with archers. So pretty much nothing is going to get through except for ogres. Which you'll see later on, as I miss an ogre and he completely destroys one of my lines of archers, which was my bad in general. I did kill the ogre, but then one of those little shamans goes ahead and revives him, and that was my mistake. Now for wave 10 you can have 2 null hunters. Thankfully my archers on the right hand side managed to take care of him without any problems, but it could have gone badly. Now as you see here, I didn't actually notice that the ogre got back up. I don't know how I didn't notice, it's quite obvious in the video, but I thought he died because I did down him, and so then I instantly went to my next target, and thankfully the archers make a nice meat shield, as it were, and nothing got into the rift while they were dying. Anyways, that is map number 19, Rebirth, the 5-scroll guide, or at least how I did it. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is Clockworks, and see you next time.